before the show. Loctite. Impact. LoctiteImpact.com.
Or call 954-500-LOCK. That's 954-500-LOCK.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at tmobile.com.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That fun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
It's Football Friday, presented by your local Twin Peaks Lodge.
First, you made Dan Patrick the most listened to morning sports talk.
Good for Dan. I root for everybody.
And now you lovingly embrace Colin Cowherd.
Good God, folks. Thank you for everybody that has accepted us.
Weekday mornings, 9 a.m. on Fox Sports 940 Miami.
1-1. He might have hit one out of the ballpark there. Out to right and deep. Second deck. He squared the bunt 2 pitches ago. And Kyle Stowers rips number 16 into the seats. Tied at 1, bottom 2.
Miami Marlins baseball is on deck.
Pitch to Connor Norby. He drills out to right center and deep. Frelick back. Track wall. It is gone. Connor Norby. He's getting right. 1-1 pitch. That one hammered out to left center field and deep. Martian Rojas back. They're looking up, and it's gone. Wag attack. A 2-run homer.
Marlins on deck. Brought to you by ADT, the official smart security partner of the Miami Marlins, and Norwegian Cruise Line. Experience more at sea. Let's head out to the ballpark. Here's your host, Steven Strong.
Well, an excellent job by Ahmed. Welcome. We're live from Lone Depot Park here in Miami. It is a muggy 80-degree Friday night, but thank goodness we are inside the comfort of the AC in the broadcast booth. You're listening to Miami Marlins baseball on the radio. It's Fox Sports 940 Miami, game 141 of 162. Folks, we got 22 games left, and after a much-needed reset with an off day yesterday, the Marlins gear up for their final multi-series homestand of the season. The Phillies, the Nationals, and the Detroit Tigers visit the 305 over the next 10 days, so we can sit back, relax, put our feet up, and get comfortable. However, the fish are going to look a little different. Miami was forced to make several roster moves this morning, and of course, we'll have you all caught up by first pitch. We're pumped to bring you game 1 of this 3-game weekend set and at least clash between the 81-59 Philadelphia Phillies and your 65-75 Miami Marlins. After several injuries to the arm, swingman Valente Bayoso, 25-year-old right-hander, will make his first start since May 13th of this season. He started against the Cubbies. He will go opposite Christopher Sanchez, 28-year-old southpaw, who is in the midst of a breakout year, but he really broke out last year. I guess I'm calling it a validation year for Christopher Sanchez. He will make his 28th start of 2025. Per usual on Friday night here at Lone Depot Park, we will get going at 7:10 right here on the Marlins Radio Network. Hi, everyone. Thanks for making Marlins on Deck a part of your Friday night with Jack McMullen and Rod Allen. I'm Steven Strom. We got a wonderful program for you. It's going to be a busy show. We'll talk about where both teams are at. We'll get Clayton McCullough on for Game 1. We'll get you out of the count with Sanchez and Belloso. Jack will join me for some storylines, X-Bowl question today at Marlins Radio, and Steve's guarantee to victory. But we always start where both teams are at for the first game of the series, and we'll begin with the visitors, and that is the Philadelphia Phillies, 22 games over 500. Remember when the Phillies got swept by the Mets and the borough of Queens flipped upside down as they sat just 3 games back of the Phils? That was 9 days ago. 9 days later, the Phillies didn't let it carry over. They're 5-2 since that sweep at the hands of the New York Mets, and all of a sudden, they got a comfy 6-game cushion in the National League East. We mentioned Christopher Sanchez. He is spectacular, a 2.66 ERA. That's 5th in all of Major League Baseball. And, of course, if you got a 2.66 ERA, what's the team's record? The Phillies are 19-8 when Christopher Sanchez starts. He's looking for his career-best 12th victory of the season, and you parlay that with the Marlins, who have struggled against southpaws all season long. They're hitting .226, which is 27th in all of baseball. They have just 26 home runs against southpaws, and they have an MLB worst .635 OPS. For the Marlins, this was a really weird road trip for Miami. They started 3-1 in New York, again, on the heels of sweeping the Philadelphia Phillies, and then it just fell apart in D.C. They got swept, and another challenge that the Marlins are facing are they're down 2 starters that pretty much carried the majority of the load. Yuri and Santa, the only ones remaining. Edward Cabrera went down. Ryan Gusto, who filled in, went down. And fingers crossed here for Jansen Junk. He will rejoin the big league team. He'll have a pitch design over the weekend, and he should start this week against the Nationals. But then offensively, you look at the Marlins, 7 runs in 3 games. What's got to flip? And how are they going to do it against one of the best in Christopher Sanchez? I don't have the answer, but Clayton McCullough could. Let's step aside. We'll hear from Clayton next, 7:10 first pitch. Marlins, Phillies, Game 1 of this 3-game set on the Marlins Radio Network.
An hour. Runners at the corners, 8-8 game. Line drive right field. Soto going back. He makes the catch in the backhand, but Ramirez will tag up, and he will score. The Marlins lead 9-8 on the sac fly. JT Realmuto now, and maybe Benito.
1-1. That would lift it out to left center field. That's going to get down and plate 1. That might plate 2. It's rolling all the way to the wall. Hicks getting the runaround from third. He will score. He beats the throw. He scores from first base. And Connor Norby gives the Fish some big-time insurance. Marcy at third. Ramirez at first. And Augustine shuffling the 2-0 pitch. That one lifted out to center field. Mullins on the move, ranging back. Cedric Mullins makes the catch. That is plenty deep enough for Jacob Marcy to score from third base. And that's a productive out number 2 at this top of the first inning. A sacrifice fly from Otto Lopez. It opened scoring for the Fish. 1-0 in the top of the first.
Hitting catcher here for the Marlins. Senga, long look at the belt. And the runner and comes home. And it's ripped to left field and deep, and it's going to get over the head. In fact, it's going to get over the wall for a home run. A line drive by Augustine Ramirez. So we wish you the best. 3-0 pitch, ground ball, base hit, right side. A little late start for Hicks. He does get the green light. He'll score easily. And the Marlins have 4 on the board. Hernandez a big turn, but he'll go back to first. It's an RBI for Heriberto, and the boos are coming down here on Kodai Senga and the New York Mets. 4-0 Miami, 30, and that's second in the National League.
0-1. X gets a bunt down third base side. Beatty picks it up on the bare hand. He fires to second, and it's down the right field line. It kicked off the jutted out wall. Sanoja comes in to score, and a throwing error from Beatty plates another. X bunts.
X.
Welcome back here to Marlins on Deck. Steven Strom, Marlins manager Clayton McCullough. It's Friday night, which means DJCP is in full effect. We don't know if this place is going to be amplified, so we did take measures, precautionary measures. Where are we right now, Clayton? Are we in?
This is just a kind of it's the area between the dugout and as our guys make their way back up the stairs towards the cages and clubhouse. So yeah, it's a game of adjustments, though, Steven. So I applaud you for being out in front of this.
One of the things I sometimes can't stand about manager talk is you guys talk about taking it day by day. There is no better case, and right now we just read the roster moves, the injury updates. Just where are you at when you walk into the building today? What's kind of top of task for you?
Well, I think one is not being caught up in what's not here. I mean, I think as long as I'm here managing, it won't be about what what has happened, who's not available. We just go with what we have here, and so. No one's going to ever feel sorry for you here. There's no business, crying over spilled milk. It's always unfortunate when you lose players to injury, but that is where we're at right now. And you know what? We have a game to play in a series versus the Phillies starting tonight, and we're going to prepare like we always do, and go out there and our goal is to come out and win tonight.
One guy that's not injured, Xavier Edwards. He's not in the lineup. What's the plan for X these next couple days?
Just want to give X a couple of days, counting the off day yesterday, couple of days down to just a little bit of a reset. And I think it's been a tough stretch for X from a performance standpoint, at least offensively. Like, he's continued to play great defense when he's had the chance to get on the bases. He's still impacted the game that way, but it's been grinding on him. We were talking some in DC, and this happens to guys. You go through a long year and you're physically beat up, but then sometimes the mental grind of showing up every day. And he's someone who pretty much have played every single day that he's been available and hit leadoff. So just felt like this was a time coming off the off day to just take a couple days and reset things a little bit. And I don't know if this is gonna. I told him I don't know if this is gonna work, X, but I just think right now just taking a little bit of a blow and getting back in there in a couple days, and hopefully we can just sprint through the finish line here and finish up strong.
I do want to talk about the Phillies series, but I do want to go back to the road trip. You guys take 3 out of 4 against the Mets, and then you get swept in Washington. Do you feel like the Washington series was a bit of an anomaly? What did you see at least offensively from the team?
I think the Washington series was we just didn't play well. I mean, we didn't pitch as well as we did in DC. Outside of maybe the first game there in DC, and we lost 2-0. And offensively, the opportunities that we did have. I think we got outside of our plan and our approach a little bit, and had some run-scoring chances, and I think let Washington off the hook, and probably didn't do enough to stack innings together. So anomaly, I think it's more we did not play well and weren't able to capitalize on any momentum during games that we created and really get over the hump. And if you don't do that, there's a good chance you lose.
What's your relationship with the media? You like the media? You want to play like a media game here?
Media game? I mean, sure. It's a part of the job,
right? Okay, let's do story. Give me one storyline. Like, okay, we got to finish strong to the season, or we need Bayoso to step up. What is the storyline for your team? You got 22 games left. What is the big storyline from Clayton McCullough? You're the editor-in-chief of the Miami Herald.
We finished the season competing to the last out the way we started this season, and we're able to do that, and don't make any excuses from this day till the end of the season. And I think that's all we can. That's all I care about is us coming out here and preparing and playing hard, and whatever happens during the game, we'll have a chance to evaluate moments and figure out how we can do better.
In a weird way, do you get excited to see your young team go up against one of the best in Christopher Sanchez? In that weird, you told me this in Boston, like you kind of hope some funky things happen. Is in a way you kind of relish in that a little bit?
I think, yeah, for sure. Ultimately, like these are the types of arms you have to beat when it matters most. And this is when you get into the postseason. This is what you face. You face the Christopher Sanchez's. You face the Zach Wheelers. You face Luzardos. You face guys with high premium stuff, and the guys that come in behind them also are very good. So the more times you get a chance to go pitch yourself against the guys who are the best, it shows you a lot about where you are now and ultimately where you need to get to. So this league is all about competing against the best. So I hope our guys are excited about the opportunity to face Sanchez tonight as I am.
This is the last multi-series homestand. It's unbelievable. Thank you for adapting and coming in here as always, Clayton McCullough. We'll break here. Valente Bayoso, Christopher Sanchez. 7:10 first pitch Friday Night Baseball on the Marlins Radio Network.
Saw that in the Luzardo return this offseason and the Sanchez return.
2-2, a little chopper to second. Coming in is McNeil, throws to the plate, not in time. Diving in is Edwards, and the Marlins also get the benefit of getting Hicks aboard. as McNeil went to the plate here at Citi Field. And a ground ball softly at right side, backhanded by Alonso, throws off the glove of Holmes, rounding third now, and coming home is Liam Hicks, and the Marlins get a run. Johnston will go to 1. He's got 59 RBIs on the year. And a line drive base hit to left field, rounding third is Johnson. He'll score without a throw. Good response by the Marlins, taking advantage of a Met miscue and some timely hitting too. And the Marlins have 3 in the inning and a 4-2 lead. That was good to see. Hit it hard. Pitch on the way, driven and over the shortstop's head. Lindor base hit. Hit so hard, bobbled in left field. Now the green light from Blake Lally. He's run it well, and diving in and scoring is Jacob Marcy, who probably would have stopped if it wasn't bobbled by Nimmo in left field, but that was scorched. And Ramirez drives in the run. The Marlins have the lead.
April.
Otto Lopez is up, broken bat right side. McNeil fields, throws to the plate, slides, safe is the call at home plate. Liam Hicks went in the back door. Let's see if the Mets will challenge. Have scored 2 still. Only 1 out. He hits one in the air to shallow center. Ramirez going to third. Mullins will grab. Ramirez going to try it. Throw to the plate is cut off. And Ramirez scored, runner safe at second base. That was very important. The Mets are throwing to third to see if Ramirez left early.
Beatty goes. The payoff pitch is lifted out to center field. That's hanging up for Hill. Long run.
Or defense.
Sanchez. Additional terms apply.
This is Clayton McCullough here, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
Well, how fitting we hear from Clayton McCullough. Big thanks to him for joining the program in segment 2. Only a couple more sit-downs with Clayton. It's the final multi-series homestand for the Miami Marlins. We'll see the Phillies for 3, the Nationals for 4, and then the Detroit Tigers for 3. Hello, everyone. Steven Strom here. Jack McMullen, Rod Allen. Welcome in on a Friday night. Fox Sports 940 Miami. Ahmed back in the stew, holding things down, hitting the 1s and 2s. Let's get you ahead of the count. We'll start here with Christopher Sanchez, 28-year-old southpaw, who will make his 28th start of the season. 11-5, 2.66 ERA. That is 5th best in baseball. 27 starts for Sanchez, 169 to third innings pitched. He has punched out a career-high 181 on the season. He didn't factor on Saturday in a 3-2 win over Atlanta. He allowed 1 run on 7 hits with 8 Ks over 7 frames. He opened up with 5 scoreless innings, 20 whiffs on 97 pitches. Let's hear the manager, Rob Thompson of the Phillies, on thoughts on Sanchez's start.
Defense.
Sanchez tonight.
Really good. I mean, 20 whiffs on it, and his changeup was a lot of bottom to it, a lot of swing and miss. Filled the strike zone up. And we, it's nice to get 7 innings because, you kind of rest some of those guys in the bullpen.
Come on, Rob. Your guy just hit 7 innings. Get up a little bit. No, Rob Thompson, so much respect for him. He is as even-keeled as it gets. And he mentioned the changeup. The changeup is a nasty pitch. The run value is plus 16. I never know how to explain this, folks. Jack taught it to me a couple weeks ago. The changeup is a nasty pitch. We'll have him on in segment 4 to really break it down. The sinker, he only throws 3 pitches. This guy's a starter. It just shows how elite the stuff is for Christopher Sanchez. He did face the Marlins on June 19th. 8 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 4 punch-outs. A couple other things I want to mention. He's got this elite extension. Ball really gets on you. He's got a big frame, 6'4", lengthy, and then the ground ball percentage is nasty, 56%. MLB average is 42. So the Marlins will have their hands full tonight against southpaw Christopher Sanchez. Okay, Valente Belloso, 25-year-old right-hander, will make his 6th start of the season, first one since the beginning of May. 28th appearance of the season. Remember, Belloso started in the minor leagues, came up, had a couple of spot starts, and he just pitched so well. The Marlins said, you know what? You deserve to be up here, but you're going to go to the bullpen. He's pitched in a little bit of a different kind of role, a swingman role. When the Marlins need length, they have went to Belloso, and in this case, they're desperate. No Jansen Junk, no Ryan Gusto, no Edward Cabrera. Valente Belloso, next man up. We saw Belloso on Friday against the Mets in, again, a bulk role. 4 1/3, 4 hits, 1 run, 3 punch-outs, and 2 walks. He's 1-3 on the year with a 3.91 ERA, 73 2/3 innings pitched. He has seen the Phillies before. He's seen them twice. 2 appearances, 4 combined innings, 5 hits, and 1 run. Clayton McCullough, why is Belloso built to pitch in pretty much any different role.
Bezoso is not worried about outwardly what his role is, and he wants to pitch. He wants to be a contributor to the team. So Bezoso's tough. He's a great teammate. He knows how to pitch. I mean, we've seen this guy. He knows how to mix. He knows how to move the ball around and get outs when he's not feeling his best. And so he's been a real just a key member under the radar, I think, of our pitching staff this year, because he's always able to step up and just give us the team what's required.
That was Marlins manager Clayton McCullough again on Valente Bezoso just being open and versatile on whatever role, whatever he is called on, he is responding and he is ready to go. Christopher Sanchez, Valente Bezoso. Really quickly, this morning, man, there was just a bunch of texts about the roster. This is a tough day for the Marlins. Let's start with Connor Norby, who you've just felt like was starting to get going. 6 for 18 since coming back from the IL. He was placed on the 10-day with a left quad strain. Derek Hill, we knew this, placed on the 10-day IL retro to September 2nd with a right hamstring strain. The Marlins did DFA Luarbert Arias. Josh Simpson, recalled from AAA Jacksonville. Maximo Acosta, 3 home runs, over 4 hits for Acosta since he's been up here. And Jack Winkler, welcome back to the big league club, selected from AAA Jacksonville. So we'll talk a ton with Jack McMullen, and I'm sure Jack and Rod will talk about the roster moves as well. But there is one guy that usually is in the lineup, usually at the top of the lineup. He is out. We'll tell you why next on the Marlins Radio Network.
Mientras tanto, en Xfinity.
For a home with no worries. That one cracked down the right field line. Soto on the move. That gets in, and that'll plate 2. Wagaman gunning towards second base. He will get in there, and he plates Otto from third and Burt from second. Wag attack with a 2-run double, and it's a point. Also walked a batter. And the 3-0 to Weimer is drilled out to left. It's hanging up for Nimmo, and he misplayed it. He came in, he leaped high in the air, and he couldn't glove it. Wegman comes in to score. Here comes Norby all the way from first, and he scores without a throw.
An amazing 343 start in his big league career. Ground ball right side, base hit. It's through the hole. Scoring is Hernandez. Wagaman is held up at third, and the Marlins get a run. They're 6th of the game. Another RBI for Marcy, 25 RBI.
Been there for it's there.
Yep. Chef Boyardee.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Punch to right center field softly. It'll drop for a hit. 1 run will score, and they will hold up Norby. Wagaman scores a throw to second base as they try to backpick Marcy, who got back in there. 7-2 Miami an hour. Runners at the corners, 8-8 game. Line drive right field. Soto going back. He makes the catch in the backhand, but Ramirez will tag up, and he will score. The Marlins lead 9-8 on the sac fly. JT Realmuto now, and maybe Benito.
1-1. That would lift it out to left center field. That's going to get down and plate 1. That might plate 2. It's rolling all the way to the wall. Hicks getting the runaround from third. He will score. He beats the throw. He scores from first base, and Connor Norby gives the Fish some big-time insurance.
Like Cleanup, which removes distractions from photos with just a tap. Visit your nearest Boost mobile store for full offer details. Apple Intelligence requires iOS 18.1 or later. Restrictions apply.
Just thought I'd give X a couple of days, counting the off day yesterday, a couple of days down to just a little bit of a reset. And I think it's been a tough stretch for X from a performance standpoint, at least offensively. But it's been grinding on him. Take a couple of days and reset things a little bit. I don't know if this is gonna. I told him I don't know if this is gonna work, X. But I just think right now, just taking a little bit of a blow and getting back in there in a couple of days, and hopefully we can just sprint through the finish line here and finish up strong.
Well, Jack, I got to be honest with you. When I saw the lineup this morning, it's just weird not seeing X at the top. But since August 16th, 8 for 71, 1 extra base hit in 17 games. What was your reaction when you saw X not in the lineup and the explanation from Clayton McCullough that we just got?
Yeah, I mean, same deal as you. Like, you open the lineup, I was rolling over in bed. I think it was sent late last night. I was rolling over in bed. I look at the lineup and I say, is that Lopez at the top? Why not Edwards? But once we come here and we get that explanation of why no Edwards, it makes a lot of sense. At the end of the day, listen, X has really been struggling. And, I don't know if it's necessarily him trying to get into a power stroke a little bit more.
That's what everyone's trying to say.
Right. You see vigorous swings from Xavier Edwards. I think that's him selling out, knowing, early in counts that he can put a ball in play later in counts. But unfortunately, he's just a little bit off right now, and the punch-outs are piling up a little bit. Major League average strikeout rate is about 22%. In that stretch that you're mentioning, he's at about 19%. So it's below Major League average, but that's far beyond what we have become accustomed to with Xavier Edwards. So I'm seeing the strikeouts pile up a little bit more. The bunt singles, like he's not getting it down perfectly and he's not finding his way on board. It just feels like things are snowballing a little bit. And this is really hard when you're in the lineup and at the top of the lineup card every single day. I like this move from Clayton McCullough. I like this move to just give him a second, and he can bounce back on Sunday, and he's good to go.
I think one thing that, fans tend to forget, like, first of all, Xavier Edwards is 26 years old, and this is by far the most games he's played. In 2024, X played 70 games. He's played 123.
Yeah.
He's had 554 plate appearances. I mean, you're getting to the point in the season, and this is, listen, I get some people saying, well, it's his job. He's got it. I totally but you've got to experience a full workload to then be prepared and ready for it. And I think you are seeing some guys. I think you've seen Agustin Ramirez go through it.
Yep.
Jack, I think you've seen different guys on the roster. We'll keep going. Let's expand this conversation. But I think you're seeing just guys that have not been in this situation before and September 5th played this many games.
Yeah, and the counter argument is, well, they did in the minor leagues. Aren't they okay? Well, playing every day in the minor leagues and playing every day in the major leagues are two very, very different things. Number one, nobody's really an everyday player in the minor leagues. Number two, the travel is far less vigorous. You have 6-game series. You are not traveling in the midweek. It's not 3, then go somewhere else, then 3, then go somewhere else, then 3, then go somewhere else. You know exactly when your off days are. You know every single Monday I'm going to get an off day, and every single Sunday I have a day game leading into that. It's a much simpler lifestyle, and frankly, it's a heck of a lot lower stress. And this guy is playing high-stress baseball. It's a high-stress plate appearance every single time he's at the dish, and he's doing it every day. And then he's getting on a flight, and he's in the lineup the very next day. It's just a different schedule, and it's a different level of vigor. And you could say, well, it's his job. Normal jobs have weekends. This job does not have weekends. You get one off day every week and a half, 2 weeks. So, I think X is just going to get this breather. And there are very few guys around Major League Baseball that are like, you know what, put me on the card every single day. I'm ready to go. And those guys are all-star caliber talents. X can absolutely get there. He's not there yet. He's 26 years old. It's just a chance to learn how the vigors of 162 unravel.
That's Jack McMullen. I'm Stephen Trump. This is Marlins on Deck. What are we getting ourselves into with Christopher Sanchez?
One of the best pitchers in baseball. I would say one of the best lefties in baseball, but frankly, Skubal and Crochet are up there. I think Sanchez is, flirting with the number 3 list on that. He's making the podium. In terms of southpaws this year, Christopher Sanchez is 5th in Major League Baseball in ERA. The thing that jumps out to me, you look at how the sinker moves and how the changeup moves, and you say, well, they're kind of the same pitch. How are they this effective?
Sure.
It's because it's the same pitch with a 10-mile-an-hour difference. He's throwing the sinker at 95, and then you see the same darn thing at 85, and you're going to be out in front. You're going to swing and miss. You're going to hit it on the ground, and then you're going to be late on the sinker, too. It's weird because it moves the same. It spins the same, but it's 10 miles an hour slower.
And how rare is it that he's got only 3 pitches? In an era where we see guys throw the kitchen sink.
Yeah, you know what? He's become a master of, perfecting what he does, and I kind of love that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like there are guys with so many tools in the toolbox, and I understand why people have it, but, you look back 10 years ago, the best starters in the game might have had 2 pitches, and frankly, like, Skubal has 3. Sanchez has 3. It works sometimes. Crochet can flash you 2 with that 4-seamer and cutter, and it can work. Skeens has a deeper bag, but there are a couple of ways to get it done, and it's either kitchen sink and arsenal your way through a lineup, or here's my stuff, try and hit it. You won't, and Sanchez is the latter.
Can I ask you this? Yes.
Yeah.
Does he benefit in a way? And I know that Wheeler's out, and I know that Ranger's great. In a way, does he sort of feel like he gets lost in the shuffle? Is that something to maybe monitor? Like, is that a thing to you, or is it just his individual pitching and this guy's amazing and he doesn't benefit from that?
Offensively, it's a thing for me. So a guy in a lineup that
Like protection.
Yes.
Like there's no such thing as protection in a rotation.
Right. Lineup protection is a thing for me. But when everybody's head hits the pillow, they get up the very next day and they say, I'm prepping for Christopher Sanchez today. So I don't know if rotational protection is a thing, but what I do know is this guy is one of the most underrated pitchers in baseball, maybe the most underrated pitcher in baseball, because he has Wheeler and Ranger and Luzardo and Nola in that rotation with him.
And he has fried the Marlins 2-0 with a 0.41 ERA in 3 career starts. The Miami Marlins will have their hands full today. Good job, Jack. Rod will join us. He is doing the car wash. He's on TV as well. But they have the call at 7:10. Great to have Rod back. Christopher Sanchez and Valente Belloso will kick off the festivities. It's the first of 10 here at home. It's the first of 3 with the Phillies. We'll break X-Poll question. Steve's guarantee. You don't want to miss it. It's coming up next on the Marlins Radio Network.
An hour. Runners at the corners, 8-8 game. Line drive right field. Soto going back. He makes the catch in the backhand, but Ramirez will tag up. And he will score. The Marlins lead 9-8 on the sac fly. JT Realmuto now and maybe Benito.
1-1. That would lift it out to left center field. That's going to get down and plate 1. That might plate 2. It's rolling all the way to the wall. Hicks getting the runaround from third. He will score. He beats the throw. He scores from first base. And Connor Norby gives the Fish some big-time insurance. Marcy at third. Ramirez at first. And Augustine shuffling the 2-0 pitch. That one lifted out to center field. Mullins on the move, ranging back. Cedric Mullins makes the catch. That is plenty deep enough for Jacob Marcy to score from third base. And that's a productive out number 2 at this top of the first inning. A sacrifice fly from Otto Lopez. It opened scoring for the Fish. 1-0 in the top of the first.
Hitting catcher here for the Marlins. Senga, long look at the belt. And the runner and comes home. And it's ripped to left field and deep, and it's going to get over the head. In fact, it's going to get over the wall for a home run. A line drive by Augustine Ramirez. So we wish you the best. 3-0 pitch, ground ball, base hit, right side. A little late start for Hicks. He does get the green light. He'll score easily. And the Marlins have 4 on the board. Hernandez a big turn, but he'll go back to first. It's an RBI for Heriberto, and the boos are coming down here on Kodai Senga and the New York Mets. 4-0 Miami, 30, and that's second in the National League.
0-1. X gets a bunt down third base side. Beatty picks it up on the bare hand. He fires to second, and it's down the right field line. It kicked off the jutted out wall. Sanoha comes in to score, and a throwing error from Beatty plates another. X bunts his way aboard. We'll see how they want to score.
Number 1 on your car radio preset and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. WINCA in Miami, WMIB FM HD2 Fort Lauderdale. Free never sounded so good.
Wonderful show tonight. Big thanks to Clayton McCullough for joining segment 2. Jack McMullen, segment 4. Steven Strom here. Ahmed Jordan back in the studio. Fox Sports 940 Miami. And make sure to listen to your Marlins on the go. Download the iHeartRadio app and make Fox Sports 940 your top preset to listen to every Marlins game this season. We've only got 22 left. It's the first of 3 with the Phils. It's the first of 10 here at home. We'll see the Phils for 3. We will see the Nationals for 4, and then we'll see the Tigers for 3. Let's get to the roster moves real quick. We did mention in segment 3, but I do want to reiterate them. Josh Simpson recalled from AAA Jacksonville. Maximo Acosta recalled from AAA Jacksonville in the lineup batting 7th tonight. Jack Winkler selected from AAA Jacksonville. Connor Norby placed on the 10-day IL with a left quad strain. Derek Hill placed on the 10-day IL with a right hamstring strain. And Lou Albert Arias was designated for assignment. Let's get to our X-Bowl question today at Marlins Radio. We talked about Christopher Sanchez, 2.66 ERA. He is in the discussion for a Cy Young. Who is the last Philly lefty to win a Cy Young? Make sure to vote at Marlins Radio. It is time for Steve's Guarantee.
Batter up.
Batter up.
Let's play some ball.
First pitch is moments away. Time now for Steve's Guarantees.
This is tough because it's not really like I can't guarantee count leverage. I can't guarantee. I mean, I guess I can, but it'd be hard to put a number on it. Here's what I'm giving you for the key to victory. If you want to get to Christopher Sanchez, you got to get ahead of the count. With 2 strikes against Christopher Sanchez, hitters are hitting 130. When Christopher Sanchez is ahead of the count, that could be a 1-2. Hitters are 172. with the batting average. When you are ahead of Christopher Sanchez, that batting average goes to 285 with a 914 OPS. Folks, you're picking up what I'm putting down here. Got to get ahead of the count against Christopher Sanchez. Folks, I hope you got the itch for first pitch, because when we come back, Jack McMullen paints the picture. Rod Allen, he's ready to rock. Starting lineups in first pitch is right around the corner. Thanks for tuning in to the Marlins On Deck pregame show. I'm Steven Strom. Let's flip the M together, Miami. Marlins baseball, it is next on the Marlins Radio Network.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation.